So I mentioned the other day that I had bought a new Motorcraft carburetor with the money that the good Lord blessed me with. And I've got this old Edelbrock air cleaner that fits right onto it, which is lovely. And here's the carburetor. Now the bottom of the Motorcraft carburetor is shaped like this. And the old Carter carburetor that came off is shaped like this. I'm going to have 4 bolts. Well, I do have 4 studs sticking up out of the intake manifold on my Jeep. So what's going to happen is there's going to be 4 of these screws that's going to go down through this. What I'm going to have to do is unscrew those studs and then put these bolts down in through this and bolt this plate through the manifold, and then come up through the bottom. I could either, I didn't get any instructions with this, but I could probably screw my old studs right into this place, or they've given me some longer screws that go through that, which would allow me to use those to attach it. I'll walk out to the Jeep, and what I'm going to have to do is take the nuts from the carburetor, screw them down on the studs, take 2 of them and lock them together, and then back them out. Let's see if I can. I got to just walk around to get to it. By the way, it's a nice day. It's not too hot. Kind of light and breezy. I like it. I like it a lot. So here's the studs that are in there. And like I say, if I lock my nuts on these, I should be able to screw these out. Now this looks like it's got a plate on it already, which I'll probably not need to use. I'm going to leave that plastic stuffed right down inside of there. That will keep me from accidentally dropping a nut down in the hole there. Yeah, so yep, that's what we got. So I'm going to go get the nuts to go with that and a couple of wrenches, and we're just going to get to work on that. It might take me a little while, but we got nothing better to do at the moment. I did get the truck all loaded up. I sent Mitch a message to ask him if he wants me to be there tomorrow, or if not, to schedule a time when he does want me to be there to unload that caddy motor for him. Oh, the joy. These are the nuts I was talking about. So I'll do this for the benefit of anybody that's never done it before. The way you get these out is you put one nut down on here, you put the second nut on top of it, and then you lock those 2 nuts together by putting a wrench on the bottom and on the top and turning them in opposite directions to lock them onto that stud shaft. Once you've done that, you should be able to turn this, and it should turn the whole shaft if things go the way they're supposed to go. Okay, so I put the camera down because I couldn't lock these 2 together without using both hands. So I couldn't hold the camera and do it at the same time, but they're locked together now, so that when I put this wrench on the bottom one and turn it, you'll notice that whole shaft is turning. If you look at the center, you can see the whole shaft is turning, which is what I'm going to want to do. I'm going to want to unscrew that. And if at any point that whole shaft stops turning, I'll stop and retighten those, because I don't want to, if you had these locked together and it still turned, you could strip the shaft, which you don't want to do. What you do want to do is to have the shaft come out. The shaft. When I'm saying shaft, I'm talking about the stud. You want the stud to come out. So I don't need to hold the camera on while I loosen all that. I'll turn y'all off and then show you when it comes out. So I got me a shorter wrench, so I could turn that all the way around. And so that's what it looks like when it's out of there. And now what I'll do is I'll untighten these 2 nuts and put them on the next one, and I'll repeat the process till all of those are out of there. Okay, I've got the last one coming out now, and once we get these out, I'll bring the other carburetor plate and we'll put it on here and go onward toward putting the Motorcraft carburetor on the old Jeep 258 that's set up for a Carter 2-barrel. Oh, the joy.